Hello, we are on. Hello, hark, welcome, bienvenidos, ladies and gentlemen, to The Tap, the Trial and Error podcast. I'm your host, Aaron, the Aaron in the Trial and Error podcast, and with me is a guest that I've been making hollow promises to for years now. Yeah, we'll get you on the pod, we'll get you on. Finally, today, Youth Day, the 86th inaugural Youth Day. I have Greg Contreras, El Presidente. Sir, thank you for coming on The Tap today.
Thanks, Aaron. It is a pleasure. I've been waiting for this day for 17 years now.
17 years. I've been making a lot of promises. Zero follow-through. That's absolutely zero. Did you ever think I would get my head on my ass and finally be like, hey, Greg, let's do it, buddy. We can do this.
Not at all. I thought it'd be there for forever.
Forever. Finally, I'm like, you know what? Youth Day, big stage. I decided to... Just had this idea for a while now. I got to promote The Tap. Got to do it if I'm going to be serious about it and let people know. I might as well be serious about it and let people know. So I got some, not flyers, banners made from FedEx. Some banners, 3 feet by 5 feet. My formatting's a little off on Photoshop. It's a little blurry, but from a distance, the Tap logo doesn't look too blurry. Not too bad.
Well, and hopefully people have had enough morning mimosas.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to be able to tell anyways.
No, they'll probably look clear. Yeah. Absolutely.
Speaking of which, this is a dry podcast. I just want everybody to know ahead of time.
It's
zero alcohol.
That's a great distinction to make because usually I would say 99.9% of the time I have some drink in hand or some level of intoxication. Just a little social lubricant, help the words get out, flow a little bit better. But we're going to do this one raw, dry.
He didn't tell me that ahead
unhinged. No. A lot of hidden messages to lure you in here, and there's a little, I'm not too nervous for other podcasts. I'm a little nervous for this one because I feel like the banners look a little janky. They're held up by magnets and bungee cords and packing tape, compliments of Hoobies and Gil. And what if people judge me, Greg? Like, look at this guy. He's 33, no wife, no kids, but he's got a podcast.
He's got a podcast.
What
more can you ask for?
I don't know.
2024.
There's a little embarrassment or a little self-consciousness. I don't know. But I got you here with me. Justin, who's a veteran of the Tap. He's been on a couple times. We've had some good conversations talking about the prison system, all the pruno that gets made. And you, sir.
Even prisoners
get
something to drink, but Greg Contreras is not.
Greg Contreras gets
on
nothing.
The tap. Just want to make that clear again.
Nothing's on the tap. Whole lot of nothing. You'd think a good host would have mimosas ready for you or some kind of bevy, even water. But luckily, there's a house down the street that had some water just right for the taking.
There was, and when we drive by, we'll have to give an appropriate shout out.
Absolutely.
Wonderful lady who just set up a stand and is offering hot chocolate, coffee, water.
No alcohol.
No alcohol. Well, we don't know. We didn't ask.
Come wintertime, I really enjoy hot chocolate with peppermint schnapps in it. That is my little peppermint. Not a schnappman.
I'm not a schnapps guy.
No.
I'm not a peppermint guy in general.
Pork, I know. It's like refreshing, minty. I'm not like a mint chocolate chip ice cream guy.
Toothpaste, yeah.
Toothpaste, yeah. I've had I brush my teeth sometimes.
But I don't, eat frozen toothpaste.
No, not at all. Well, I do. I have some questions already written out to ask you. But the last podcast I did, I was cold calling some sliders. Those are the followers of the Tap because sandwich and then sliders are the little sandwiches. It's cute. I have to explain that I don't have to, but I like explaining it every episode damn near. But in the last episode, I asked people, what is the best dessert? What is the best dessert? And I had Brentley and Skylar. I got some good answers. Brentley's fiance. There were some anti-cookie sentiments. Anti-cake sentiments. Cupcakes were, I got answers all over the board. You, sir, where does your allegiance lie when it comes to sweet treats?
That is a great question.
I appreciate that.
I'd have to say I'm not a pie guy.
Not a pie guy?
I'll have some pie, apple pie.
If it's there, you'll take it. But
sometimes, usually not.
You look down your nose at it. What is it?
I've never been a pie guy. But chocolate. Give us something chocolate.
Like
cookies.
A chocolate pie?
No. Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. What about pumpkin pie? With some a dollop of whipped cream on top of it. Bam.
Hold the whipped cream. Give me a little bit of coffee.
Hold the whipped cream, sir.
I know.
Are you a whipped cream fan in general at all? Like
Not maybe a little bit.
Oh my word!
Hot chocolate and whipped cream, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Other than that,
not on the pie.
On the pie.
More of a cake guy.
Cakes,
Tres leches, pan dulce,
pan dulce, yeah.
Churros.
Love churros.
Yeah.
I think they're selling churros in the park today.
From El Pueblo.
I think they're from El Pueblo.
They do got like the
shout
thick
out
ones.
to El Pueblo.
Shout out to El Pueblo.
Future sponsor for the podcast.
Hopefully, I have to grow some balls and ask them. You're like, hey, you want to sponsor me?
Yeah, well, I get a commission because
Yeah, absolutely. I got your back. Yeah. But we are.
Are we getting started?
Hopefully, it's not racist. I was just asking, Mexican desserts. But I mean, I feel like Mexican desserts are universally loved.
That's true.
Who doesn't love it? What about those gringo desserts? Your white cakes, your red velvet cakes.
I love
red velvet.
Yeah, red velvet.
That's very good, very good.
Yeah.
But cookies, you said.
Cookies.
What kind of cookies are you talking?
Chocolate chip.
Straight up.
No oatmeal raisin.
No oatmeal raisin.
Do not come to me with oatmeal raisin.
I got a soft spot in my heart for oatmeal raisin. I'm not dipping it in milk, but Oreos at all?
Yeah, they're good.
I gotta go double stuffed because single just one a regular Oreo is just not packing enough punch for me. Gotcha. I need double stuff. Mega stuff, a little too much. I'll eat them. I'm happy to see them.
Mega stuffed.
They're quadruple stuffed.
Really?
They're oh my god. So I was at cousin Travis's house months ago for a UFC fight, and they had cake dip. So instead of 7-layer dip for chips, you take your cookie. They had mega stuffed. And then it just pretty much it's cake fluff in the middle with sprinkles, and you're just dipping it. It was so good. I have diabetes now. It's fantastic. It's worth it.
Sounds like it.
Are you a cheesecake fan?
Not really.
No. So I guess we've bounced around, but if you say you had a nice dinner and your dessert stomach steps up to the plate, it's ready to roll. What are you going with?
Fernet.
Fernet?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, it's a liqueur. An after dinner digestif.
Oh, a digestif. I've had
away from the dessert. Go straight to the Fernet.
I've had ports.
It's usually my philosophy.
That's pretty good. Do you prefer, say, with a sweet treat? Do you prefer digestif over milk?
So after dinner, I'm probably not having milk, but
I love milk.
I'm at the Buckhorn. I'm not ordering a glass of milk.
Can I get what if it's a White Russian? Not a digestif.
Yeah, no, but again, so if I'm not having something like that, I would say I'd probably order an espresso, and sometimes they'll give you a little cookie or something to go along with it. That'd be my after dinner.
I like those Biscoff cookies.
There you go.
Have you ever had Biscoff butter?
I don't think so.
It's like peanut butter, but it's just creamy. It's nauseatingly sweet. Nauseating in a great way.
All right.
Oh yeah. But what is also nauseating is we've been sitting here for a solid hour. We're at the very end of the parade.
Yeah, I don't know who you pissed off. But we are literally sick
I piss off a lot of people. We're near the Shriners. I was a little nervous that their rumbling bumbling would compromise the audio levels, but they're yet to take off. But I feel like bring up the rear.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll still be some people. Hopefully people wait for the Shriners, and then it'll be like, oh my, what is this podcast?
We're going to be the closers, yeah.
They're so used to, say, your Joe Rogan podcast, your murder mystery podcasts.
Can we just pause for 1 minute?
We can pause.
No, not literally.
No,
I just want to bring your attention to some stragglers here.
Straggler horses? Here? Do you think they're not even the parade? They're just guys coming out having a good time? Maybe. I love the sound of the horse hooves.
The pitter-patter.
The pitter-patter of the clogging.
On pavement.
It sounds good. Hopefully, people are able to see that. Look at these people are able to see
there we go.
The route. Let's go. What is it? Caballeros?
Vaqueros.
Vaqueros. Oh, the Cowboys. Vacaville. They all live in Vacaville.
Buenos dias.
Hey, guys.
¿Cómo andamos? Look at that saddle. I don't know if you guys can see it. We got a silver plattered saddle there. We got some crocodile skin in the back.
Absolutely.
Silla piteada. Good looking horses. A good day.
Silla piteada?
Silla piteada. Silla is a saddle.
Mm-hmm.
And pita is a type of string used in Mexico to make ornate
I thought
bells.
pita was bread. I'm sorry.
Strike one.
Yeah. I'll have plenty of those in the alumni game today.
There you go. Are you throwing?
Center field most like. But if they need me, I don't know. It's like my one baseball game a year, so I might as well just go full board.
Put me in, coach. That's your motto.
Right? Well, it's the odds versus the evens, and I'll come out and say the even years are stacked. They got some collegiate players, but however, last year we were without Ray McIntyre. Odd year, man, and I'm very excited to...
He's playing this year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Assistant coach for the varsity baseball team.
Yeah.
Head coach Austin Calvert, even year scumbag. But a loyal slider, follower of the tap.
I didn't realize Austin was an even year, I guess.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
Was, what, class of 2010?
Because I graduated in 2009. I would say 2010 or 2012.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Yeah, I guess
these young kids.
He's much younger than
kids graduating these days. They're like born after. There's kids born after the year 2000. Does that blow your mind?
It does. It does. These are kids who don't even know what 9/11 is. They were not.
They don't. It's more like it's something that we'll always like hold close to. I mean, speaking of 9/11, look behind you. I mean, that's someone supporting the fire department. But there's still a lot of just homage paid to that thing. Well, I mean, I did want to make this a very winter-centric pod, but because you were born and raised in Winters.
I wasn't born in Winters, but we
Donde?
moved here. I think Fairfield.
Fairfield?
Fairfield.
Not bad. Woodland.
But Hospital Fairfield. I think we lived in probably Backville or something.
Mm-hmm. And when did you guys come to Winters?
I was in the second grade.
Second grade?
Yeah.
And
so I am not in the Together Forever picture.
Nor I. That senior picture. Okay, through 12. I went to St. James. Straight up. I had I looked down my nose at everybody that was taking that senior picture. I'm like, I went to private school. Had my
one more pause.
Another pause.
So now we got 4 more horses. Look at that. We got some dancing
horses. 1 horsepower.
Back
Look at
there.
those high knees.
Yeah. Look at them. They all 4 of them went past those barricades like nothing. Which is really impressive because most horses, take a second guess at that. It's a weird color.
Absolutely.
Out of the ordinary. So very impressive to them. I don't know what number they are.
That's good training.
Kudos.
That's good training.
Yeah.
Good kudos. Meanwhile, we still have not moved. We're at the ass end of the parade. Hopefully, it gets done in time for yours truly to get to the baseball game at 1 o'clock.
I'm sure it will, because they can't start with that, right?
They better not, goddammit.
I think we just ran out of gas. But
we run out of gas, Justin? Ran out of gas?
We might be walking.
Good thing it's a diesel fuel. Just stuck out here in the middle.
Yeah.
No, well, we can always get out and push.
That's true.
Well, push and pot at the same time.
I can just meet you at the end.
Yeah. After all the pain and misery. Yeah. I mean, it's this whole thing like traffic. It's just one big inchworm just moving slowly. But I would say the Shriners are always my favorite part of Youth Day growing up. These old guys that... I mean, I did see some young bucks there, but traditionally I was like, oh, these are just old guys flying around, sequence just zipping in and out of each other.
Yeah.
They're like less chaotic Bay Area. All right, we're back. That was just like a hard stop talking about Bay Area traffic, but we're back. There's some movement, some signs of life. Well, flip it around. There we go. Some signs of life in this parade, and we got the Shriners. They're going to go ahead of us. They said, hey, you can hang out in the shade here. We'll just zip around you. The Shriners are always one of my favorite parts of the, what's it called? The parade growing up, the old Youth Day parade.
Yeah, they're a good bunch.
They're solid, but the horses you were talking about before.
Yeah,
the horses are dope too.
The horses were always my favorite part.
You ever get bucked from a horse? You ever have any incidents?
Probably just twice in my life.
That's it?
Once, I was young, about 6 years old, and the saddle just went wham.
Oh.
Fell off that way.
That
was frightening. Look at them go.
Equipment. Shriners! I guarantee you, every single one of them has a demand in the bedroom. The fez stays on during sex.
Fez stays on.
The fez stays on. I was like, is it disgusting of me to enjoy the smell of exhaust fumes a little bit? Not in a I need this to get high kind of way, but as in, it's just a pleasant smell. It's kind of brings back a little nostalgia, some go-karts.
I feel you.
It's not bad, you know.
Tractors.
Do you feel the same way with horse manure at all?
Well, I won't say I enjoy the smell of horse manure, but it does bring back.
It kind of puts you in the mood, the scent.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Yeah. So long time Winters guy, Greg Contreras.
Long time.
25.
years.
You remember the...
27 years.
27.
28 years.
Oh my.
Wow.
So you have been around long enough to recall the taste of Dean's Frosty.
I do.
Of Cody's.
Cody's, yeah.
Perhaps the taste of the Irish Pub or the Wild Ox.
No, not in those forms.
Not legally.
Yeah, well, not the Irish Pub for sure.
But before Green River was Green River.
Before
that was it Dee Dee's?
Dee Dee's. I've been to Dee Dee's. Yeah.
I miss Cody's more probably. I mean, I miss Dean's Frosties quite a bit, and it could still be there. In my opinion, it could still be there at the corner. Would have been a hot spot for more high school kids to go down.
For sure.
Cody's was such a good go-to. They had a cold room. They had just drink. It wasn't anything big and fancy. It was like just burger and fries. Go there after a baseball game, football game, whatever. Yeah. And they'll treat you good. I always ate my fries a little too fast out of the oven. Always scalded the shit in my mouth. Like DiGiorno pizza. Every time I'm burning my mouth. Every single time.
DiGiorno's the one that you cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
The take and bake. Well, they're more frozen, not like Papa John's or something like that. But It doesn't matter what type of pizza it is. I'm burning my mouth.
Okay.
I will not eat it while it's like the cheese is still bubbling.
Uh-huh.
You ever run into that problem? You ever just usually wait? You're patient with the food?
I try to be, yeah.
So more just going back on winter's nostalgia. You ever have those nights where it's a pizza factory night with the Warrior video combo, some VHS?
You know, we used to go to Round Table.
Round Table, like, this Round Table seems special compared to all the other Round Tables all over the world. Our Round Table definitely seems special. But Round Table over Pizza Factory?
I think traditionally we would always go to Round Table.
Really? Hey, to each their own.
Flip a coin, whichever one. But
you'll be good. You're supporting local enough, I guess.
Either way, yeah. Within city limits, that's all that matters.
Oh, yes. The pizza game has changed a little bit over the years. You like the wood-fired pizza and fad coming on? I mean, Hoobie's got some good pizza. I used to have it at Pewter Creek, or they might still.
Yeah.
Remember just the pizza, wood-fired, baby.
Stepping it up a little bit. I get it. But, you know, the pizza's pizza, right?
Pizza is pizza. They say it's...
There's some people who might shoot me for saying that, but...
Here's the saying that I've heard, pizza is like sex. Or sex is like pizza, if it's bad, it's still good. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, even if it's bad, it's still pizza. You're still...
There you go.
When you're warming up pizza the next day, you're a cold pizza guy.
Cold pizza guy.
Why cold pizza?
There's something about warming it up. I think it changes the atomic makeup of the pizza sauce.
The molecular
and I don't think
composition.
It gets better. I don't think it's better. I think it's worse. Yeah.
Worse? I mean, like fresh is best.
Fresh is best.
But have you ever tried putting in an air fryer microwave? You're just getting a sloppy mess. But air frying, I think, revives pizza to the point where this is good. Ever tried that?
I have not. Maybe I'm warming it up wrong.
It's perhaps. Yeah. I seek to every episode of the Tap, hopefully give people a new perspective on things or something. Even if I'm not going to change my mind, but I hadn't thought of something that way.
Well, that's definitely appreciated because I hadn't thought that maybe it's not the warming, it's the how it's being warmed.
Yeah.
Right.
Most like.
Yeah.
This guy's getting asked. We might have a parade intruder here. It's a little three-wheeler. This guy with the beard over here.
Trying to cut.
This guy. So, as we stroll down Main Street, we might be. It's hard not to judge people or just have a snap judgment come to mind.
I don't think it's fun. As judging.
People watching and reporting, and we'll just so happen to do it. Critique the.
I get it. Yeah.
It is what it is. You could say bad words on the Tap. I go back and bleep them out.
You bleep them out?
I like bleeps more than curses.
All bleeps?
All bleeps.
Any curse word you're gonna bleep, or is there a line?
It's gonna be funny because I'm gonna bleep these out. Are the only words I really bleep out. But usually,
damn stays in.
Damn's okay. It's weird. It's
son of a bitch.
That's fine. I usually say if I say
doesn't make
no. Yeah, it's all good. But honestly, ass is fine. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Asshole. It's funny because on, say, TNT, you're watching a movie on TV, and they'll sometimes bleep out ass or hole. I'm like, which is worse? So on one episode of the Tap, at one point I said asshole and bleeped out the ass, and the next time I just bleeped out the hole. I'm like, what? What does it matter? What does it matter? So I'm thinking can stay. I think it'd stay. It's just the F word and the SH.
That's interesting. I guess The F word I get, the not so much.
It's more so like growing up, say Jerry Springer.
Okay.
All the bleeps. I thought the bleeps were so much funnier. They packed so much more of a punch.
Oh, okay, so you're doing
naughty.
it for almost comedic effect
exactly.
rather than worried about
There's episodes that I bleep out some and I just get not bored editing, but I mean like I need to get this episode done and I'm putting in so many little sound effects and funny little things. Have to listen to every little bleep.
There's a guy who's trying to cut. He's trying to join the parade without paying. I think that's
that guy, he might have been like a marshal, but we are indeed moving.
Whoa,
and this is exciting. Gregory. So what was your like favorite restaurant growing up in Winters?
That's a good question.
I try to ask those.
To be honest, my mom cooked most of the time, so.
Good old Renee. Shout out to Renee.
Shout out to Renee.
She finally retired,
Nene.
yeah?
She hasn't retired yet.
Nene. Cuando?
I think she's July, sometime in July.
We're going to have a big old party.
Yeah, big old party.
Yeah.
So if we were going out, it was usually like, okay, we had baseball that day, so no time to do that. So we're going to Round Table. Obviously the taco truck, the Roach Coach.
Roach Coach was
where it is.
I always look forward to going. Oh, you want El Verduzco? Like yes, let's go. Chewy's when it was previously. Was it Rianos?
Real bad man.
Rianos.
Yeah, I don't think we went there.
Because the reminiscent of like Murillo's in Vacaville has always been a go-to for the Gertz family. We love Murillo's.
For the gringos.
For the gringos. I would go there and get cheese quesadilla, beans and rice, and a jarritos mandarin. My favorite. One of the questions for you. I think that's an off the cuff. We'll save that for later. Okay. But for yours truly, the orange soda jarritos, unparalleled, unmatched. Second, if say they don't have it at Verduzco, I'll always get the mandarin limon. Some people like Tutti Frutti. Those people are psychopaths. I'm moving slowly. I guess parades do move a little slow.
Well, that's true, yeah. Especially because we're again behind the Shriners, so they're gonna go, they're gonna stop, they're gonna do their show.
They are.
And we'll suffer the consequences.
We're gonna suffer. I was all worried about the audio levels of the Shriners. They're up there fine, but homeboy behind us,
he's tooting,
has the woo guy, just big old loud horn.
Yeah.
But how do you think the people behind us are stoned?
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know.
What do you think?
No.
No, he's good. Hey guys.
Wave to the camera.
Hey. Oh. We're undignified. We are not dignified with the wave back. Well, to be so grumpy. So I want the tap. The world we live in these days, Greg. I don't want to elaborate more on the world these days because it's kind of a show, as the old saying goes. There's bad vibes. There's evil. There's corruption. There's people hating on one another. I figure the tap could be a source of good vibes. People can listen to it knowing that y'all get tested. We'll get fired up. I want people to speak their minds truthfully without having to worry about cancel culture or being necessarily PC if it gets in the way of them speaking their truth. I'm not about to have Nazis come on and be like, the Third Reich should have always won. Like, no, I don't. I think objective good and bad, whatever, but I want people to be able to speak their mind without fear of judgment and what have you.
Well, that's important, especially nowadays, because people's sensitivities sometimes get in the way of processing towards arriving at some legitimate conclusion.
Yeah.
And I think even if you're talking to somebody you disagree with, sometimes through that conversation, you're either going to plant a seed that will later lead them to be able to come to a different conclusion,
right? Or
you might be the one to change your mind. And if you shut down the conversations, there's no opportunity for that on either side.
And that's where I think cancel culture, just of people not being able to speak their mind, it's you're whoever's shutting them down is you're hindering your opportunity to learn more about a subject, to get another perspective from it, regardless if you change your mind or not. It's good, I think, for people to have conversations with people that they don't agree with. Doesn't mean you have to hate each other. That's like the main thing of it's so tribal. Oh, we disagree. That means I got to hate you. I need to shove how wrong you are in your face. This question came to mind. Has anybody changed your mind on a topic that you were kind of dead set on?
I'm sure the answer is yes.
Yeah. You're an open-minded person. You're willing to have that conversation.
That doesn't stand out to me that much because, it happens so often, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In other words, if somebody's really pig-headed, the occasion where somebody changes their mind is going to be a big deal. But I think my mind gets changed all the time, day to day,
which is a good thing.
Minute. So I'm having trouble picking out a particular moment, but I'm sure it happens.
You're a type of person who, it's like, you will have that conversation. and because you're willing to even have the conversation, it's like you're open. Your mind is open to whatever, like suggestion or whatever. It doesn't mean like if you change your mind, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You're not like, oh, you're just easily manipulated. It's like, oh, you know what? That seems like a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mara! Oh my God!
I see
¿Qué pasa?
I see a cup in each hand,
Yeah,
not
that's
two,
it.
not
I was
one
gonna
for
say.
each of us.
The mimosas?
Are we-
Guys, we're recording.
You want mimosa? I got
No.
No. What's going on? Oh, the berries. How are you guys?
it. This is my niece, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
We're
We're recording on the. Hey, guys.
He's over there.
Podcast. We're recording right now. So. Oh, delicioso.
You want one?
My God.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
No way.
It is taking forever. I didn't
I
get to
would
my damn
never.
baseball game. Mm.
We'll get you there.
Very good.
We'll get you there.
We'll get me there. But ciao.
I didn't know you had
Anyways.
groupies for the tap.
It-
If I would
Groupies, baby. Hey, coming in there just offering. That was good. That was orange juice with some blackberries in there. Well, what kind of jelly are you putting on your peanut butter sandwich? And what kind of peanut butter?
Strawberry.
Don't
Top-
say crunchy.
You told me I couldn't
You're
say
going
crunchy.
crunchy and strawberry?
I think so.
You know what? The tap is a place where you get judged and shit on. My God.
Yeah. I will say this, fun fact. I don't know if I told anybody this. I think ever since I had COVID, I like peanut butter less.
Less.
Yeah, it tastes burnt to me now. It has a weird.
Burnt.
Yeah, and I don't know. Peanut butter and Pepsi. Pepsi tastes like chemicals to me.
I mean, it is.
extra
chemically.
Yeah. So yeah, that was I guess a change.
That's
It's
okay.
gonna heat up.
Yeah, a little bit. I think I'll put a little blankie on it.
There, at
Let's
least
see.
I
We're
put it
still.
on the keyboard.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
I
you're
don't-
more
I
of
don't have
a
very many peanut butter
more of
jelly
a
sandwiches.
Coca-Cola guy now, huh?
Yeah. And
not
growing
bad.
up, I was Pepsi
Really?
my whole life. Yeah. My whole
I mean, there's nothing like having a good old-fashioned like glass bottle Mexican Coke
That's true.
using azúcar real.
Yeah.
It just tastes
Azúcar de
better.
caña. Yep.
It just tastes better out of the bottle.
Yep.
We got this plastic bottle, but Pepsi, that was the go-to after Little League games. Here, shout out to Little League Field here in Winters, California.
But you know what? It's because of the ice. All right.
Crushed ice.
Crushed ice.
So
It always
I
tastes
went
better with
to
crushed
I
ice.
went to Raising Cane's the other day, and they got the pellet ice. So
Fancy.
these are the I love the nuanced conversation, like little tiny things. Your favorite kind of ice? I mean, cubes. When you have whiskey, I assume whiskey. You're a whiskey man.
I'm not a whiskey guy.
Not a whiskey guy.
Believe it or not.
No, I'm just gonna shower you in judgment.
Well,
What
I
is
will
your
say
go-to?
this, If you're seeing me drink whiskey, we got bigger issues. to
Yeah.
talk about.
What do you like to sip upon?
You know, I'd
Nice
say
glass.
I was gonna say day to day, but I'm not a day to day drinker. But on the weekends, I'm a wine guy. I
A
think
wine
I
guy.
prefer wine, or just a lager.
Okay.
You know,
I guess like if you had a cocktail,
Mexican
if you
lager,
like.
preferably.
Oh.
If I'm doing,
Say Modelo.
yeah, Modelo, love
Yeah.
Modelo, love Corona.
Modelos are solid. Corona
If
también.
I'm gonna do a cocktail, I really am not a cocktail guy. Bloody Marys, espresso martinis, pajaretes.
What a pajarito.
There's a cow's milk with the fresh cow's milk with the moonshine, right?
I've never had that. Sounds dangerous.
We'll have to-
Un poquito peligroso.
Well, when you come to tequila,
Yes.
you go to Pajaretes Contreras and have
Shout
a
out.
fresh pajarete. There you go. And yeah, so that's and then again espresso martini, mojito maybe, but that's
What? Where do you go when you visit in Mexico? Where your dad lives.
Tequila Jalisco.
Tequila. How similar is Tequila Jalisco to Winters?
I think it's probably a lot like Winters was 50 years ago, in one sense.
Racist. No.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the Wild West.
Yeah.
In a way,
yeah,
you know, anything goes. Tequila is like the Las Vegas of Mexico. You
Really?
get hundreds of thousands of tourists a year.
All right. Safe place.
Relatively speaking,
Relative-
I mean,
as long as
it's like
you-
anyways. You stay out of the gutters. You know, you'll be clean.
Right,
Start
right,
going
right.
to the wrong places.
Don't go any dark alleys.
Exactly.
And what's the? I think Nick had the drink down there. Our friend Nick Hayes. It's a drink. It's a fruity tequila type drink that comes in like a clay.
Yeah, it's a
clay glass.
cantarito.
Oh, what's that called?
Coffee, thank you.
I'll have a sip, but I got a partido de baseball después.
You need to get hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So
Talking about tequila Jalisco.
Yeah, a cantarito. So a cantarito is
Cantarito.
tequila. It'll, some orange.
Claro.
Like fresh squeezed orange, limes. Lots of salt.
Squirt. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
bye, guys. Thank you. Ciao. Groupie's coming up, baby. That's water for those who don't know. He was handed a glass of water.
Yeah, it's a dry podcast.
Dry-est
podcast.
Dry-esque. It sounds like a good place to visit.
It's
a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
One of the questions I was going to ask you, we're just going to jump ahead.
Okay.
Some of the most ridiculous things. I don't want to have you say anything that's going to get you, in trouble. But what are some of the most more rascally things or more ridiculous things that's happened to you yonder?
Okay, so I'll go to this one. I was at basically a big picnic, call it. It was my grandpa's 87th birthday.
Nice.
About 100 people out in the middle of nowhere, and we had made some carnitas, and there was a band. It was a big old party, and we went into town.
This was like Bilbo's birthday.
Yeah, we went into town to get some ice, and on the way back, the Mexican military pulled us over. They pulled us over at gunpoint, and so they just had these AR-15s on us, and we're sitting there, and we're like, whoa. So they pull us out, and they kind of rough you up a little bit, ask you questions, and they sent us on our way eventually. But that was just, it was a good 10 minutes of just oh my God, where am I? What am I doing?
These guys. Hey, Familia Hernandez. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at me. That's prime. This is prime real estate right here.
If you're talking about.
So you got held up at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh, look, we got A-Tom.
Oh God.
A-Tom. A-Tom. What's up, buddy?
Look at me, stormtrooper. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I put down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. Are you? I need your pitch. Need a pitch. We got people.
Yeah.
Look at all these
Is A-Tom
groupies.
gonna play today?
What's that?
Is A-Tom playing?
He said yeah.
Oh,
let's go.
So the odds are gonna win.
We're gonna even
we
the
got
odds.
The Callisons over here.
Hey, there they are. What's going on? Hey. So you got held up at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Entonces?
But it was all's well that ends well. We made it back.
Why'd they hold you up at gunpoint?
It was a rough area, and they just wanted to make sure we weren't.
You guys are ruffians.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these guys. We got some cool guys smoking cigs. We got the buckcorn truck. Are you a kettle corn fan? I love the kettle corn over here. Talking sweets before.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. Hopefully this podcast is good enough for people to
I think we
indulge
should
in.
take a moment to acknowledge that there's no beer garden.
No, and you thought it was bad for me not to bring any sort of bevies. To not have any bevies, well, I don't know, maybe there's something over there, but just because the tap is dry today does not mean Youth Day parade needs to be dry.
Yeah.
Let me see. We're still recording there.
Everything's still working.
Oh yeah, we're cruising, babe. We're good. We're Gucci, as the old saying goes. Gregory.
Sir.
Let's see here. No, not that one. Not that one. Yes. Man, I got all these stupid questions about, your time at WHS, how'd that help? You're a lawyer, abogado.
I am.
I don't know. How did growing up in Winters help you get to where you're at today or at WHS?
I think it was a big part of it because when you go to a small school like Winters, it gives you a chance to grow and grow into yourself, be comfortable with yourself.
And you got a community like this showing out.
The great town of Winters.
Yeah.
And when you decide, hey, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, there's a support system.
They got your back.
And they're going to help you navigate through it. And so that was a big part of it. Let's see. What
drove you? What inspired you? Was there a teacher? Was there a teacher at WHS?
I don't know what. Just since I was 12, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I kind of known. And I went to St. Mary's and studied philosophy there, and then took a little bit of a break.
We were originally going to do a philosophy kind of podcast.
Oh yeah, happy to do so.
Much studying law? How much philosophy goes into the laws that are made and passed through?
So not direct philosophy. So it's not as though you go, well, John Locke says this, therefore this, right? But the way that philosophers think is very similar to the logical way in which you'll write a case or read a case and interpret a case. And so the basic skill set you learn through learning philosophy, you can apply it to the law.
Yeah.
And it just comes a little bit easier that way, I think.
Well, but it seems like common sense is also involved when it comes to lawmaking.
You would think so, but not always.
Well, I mean, then they get people to make laws to serve themselves, but We don't need to get into negative land here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So now we're
Las
into the
Preguntas.
parade.
We're in the parade.
There's a
Hopefully
lot of
people can
people.
see it. A lot of people. This
I
is a
think
good
this
showing.
is a better showing
This
than
is
the
a
last
good
couple
show.
years.
The kids love the they love the
We
stormtrooper.
got
Love the stormtrooper.
Zaragoza's over here to the right.
¿Qué pasó? Here you got.
So people are wondering why they can't hear us.
Well, that's good because they'll have to tune in, listen to the tab. There's people here. Let's see, rent this train. You got a train rental, but there's no tracks. There's no tracks.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So occasionally I have to take a break and pull
just-
my shirt down so I get a
Let
big,
them
fresh,
see the
fresh
crack.
breeze up my butt. So
How good does that breeze feel though?
On a hot day like
Let it
today,
come
it's not
on
that
in.
bad. So hey, we got Mr. Ivan Martinez to the left.
Is there? Donde?
He's over here to the left.
You got his knee
those
brace
on
on?
camera can't see him, but he's over here.
Skylar thought it was the funniest thing
there
ever.
they are.
Oh my god, when that guy used to be on a cane.
We got the Winners Police Department giving us funny looks.
And Victoria.
Yeah.
La Victoria. Aha.
Arlette Chavez, how are you?
Oh, yo
They're
recuerdo.
checking us in. They're checking us in.
Let's see.
Justin just got pulled over.
Hey, Rigoberto Garcia.
Oh, Rigo.
He's a new dad. A new dad.
Justin got pulled over already.
Justin did.
What's up with that?
They're just telling him to go nice and slow for all the Shriners,
Got it.
I think. But this guy's got a nice Youth Day hat
we need
on.
to invest in some cup holders for the back of the truck.
Yeah, blame Benny Gertz.
Shout out to Benny for loaning
Shout out to Benny,
truck.
loaning me the Dodge, the Ram Rebel. That Nico Dilf. Oh my God, we're seeing everybody we know. Hey, yay! Oh my God, so this is kind of cool. Like we're seeing everybody we know up and down.
You know what you need to do is get
What's
one
that?
of those things you scan with your phone.
Yeah, the QR code.
The QR code, yeah.
I should have got it, but it's like a subscription service. It's like they want to make money off
really?
you or something. Yeah, you gotta
Oh.
like pay monthly for it.
Never
There's like weird UK ones. I'm like, I don't know if I trust anything overseas.
That's true.
But hopefully I put trialanderrand.com down there, and next year when the revenue's coming in from this podcasting gig,
Yeah.
we'll get QR codes. I have business cards made.
You do.
They did not come in time though, but the front of it is pretty much the front cover, the banners on the sides, and then the back just has all the info. trialandерrand.com. Tron Aaron on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube's. And then here's a pregunta for you. What's it like having that magical ability to speak Spanish, to speak to half the population of Winners, so to speak? I feel like that's pretty goddamn important.
It's important. It's also useful.
Absolutely.
But it's nice to be able to engage with people kind of on their own.
It's just
terms.
such like that's part of the culture of Winners, and I know how has being bilingual helped you getting through life? And
I mean, it opens up a whole other community to engage with.
Hey guys, what's up, Tony?
We're driving by Jessica Jordan's house right here to the left, to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right?
There it is. Skull.
Yeah.
Skull. Just drinking water.
Drinking
water
water.
here. See a guy with an LA Dodgers hat. That sucks.
Dodgers,
That infuriates me. Not a Dodger house there. Oh, Manny, what's going on?
So, but yeah, I mean, being bilingual, is helped. And again, it's just another community you can engage
Absolutely.
with. It's always something positive.
It's fun, like say Yvonne's mom or just certain like individuals that you see. Oh my God, there's a Myra again.
You're being stalked.
What's that? Absolutely. I'm very stalk. Am I not worthy of being stalked? I'm a very stalk-worthy person.
I encourage it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, it's just being able to, like you said, talk to half the community, indulge in so much more of the community here in Winners. And I asked Senora Hay, Miss G, once upon a time, one of my favorite teachers at WHS.
My absolute
was she in your?
Still friends to this day.
Yeah.
She was a student body. I was student body president, and she was the advisor for that group, and so.
Nice. She was definitely
great,
like
yeah.
one of my top favorite teachers.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, Mr. Shuttleworth, big time teacher.
Shuttle was great.
Shuttleworth was awesome. And then Mr. Williams, Arnsky, Senor Panadero. He was great. But what was I gonna ask? Just speaking Spanish. Like, why should people opt? I mean, people should opt to learn a second language. If not Spanish, then at least something to be able to speak to other people.
Something.
Oh, so I asked Miss G, would it not be better for the entire world to just have one universal language? And she said no.
You got a
they want to see your boobies. Miss G said no because Spanish language in general is so indicative, is so culturally relevant. Say for Spanish speakers, say English to us, or Mandarin, Japanese. It's like the crown jewel of a culture is the language. And I would dare say it's Spanish is a lot more romantic, I'd say.
But it's a good language.
More suave.
But when you think about the,
Hey guys, let's go.
when you think about Spanish as a language, but then you go across the globe and all the different countries that speak it, each one has their own little, twist.
Little spice. Let's go! Let's go. We got Vikings fan over here. Alex Pett, let's go.
So the idea of having one universal language, I think, would eat into that. It would be more.
It would be bad. I feel like, no, that's good. Yeah, there's a language barrier. Hey!
We got the Gertz over here.
It's a good truck. It's a good truck. It's Grandma Barb. She just entered the Hall of Fame in winners.
I saw. Congratulations.
Balling out. She just does more for the community than I ever
I think
possibly
we're gonna
could.
go. There's gonna be a bunch of degenerates over here to my right.
Degenerates, huh?
I'm not gonna name
see a
names
mustache.
because
Oh,
I
I
get
see
sued,
Sebastian.
But
I see
I'm not gonna name
mustaches.
names.
Oh, my bad. No,
No,
not
but
to say he's a degenerate, but
Yeah.
there's Jesse.
Oh, Jesse B. We got
It's
Miss
folks
Gonzalez. Speak of the devil over there.
What's up? I don't know. There's John Rodriguez, the voice of the alumni parades.
You
got
think
some-
one of them would bring me a beer or something?
There you go. I
Nothing.
see some grumpy Gus's here with their arms crossed. What if their name is Gus?
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Helen Long, John, the Harpers,
So John Rodriguez is. Oh, there's Jen. Oh my goodness.
Kate Laddish.
There's some naysayers to Adrian Peterson because he saw fit to discipline his son. Maybe a little harshly. I don't know. My dad and his brother got hit with switches when they were little. I think there's a fine line between.
It paid off, right?
Hey, what better day than Youth Day to talk about beating kids? Well, hey, I think there's a fine line between child abuse and discipline.
Okay. That's a good
Beating the crap out of your kid, like it's a little. Did you ever get like spanked or whatever growing up as a kid?
Occasionally. I was a good kid.
Something,
though.
you're good. Yeah. You're a good kid.
If
good
I was
man.
a bad kid, I would have gotten
Just like a spanking or whatever. That I don't think is child abuse. It's like, hey, I feel like it's been a parenting technique for forever.
Yeah.
Forever. But once there is a line. Who am I to say I'm not a parent? But AP, it kind of cost him his career. That's one switch smacking that he probably wishes he took back.
Yeah.
But we
or
got save the kids.
if it was for the right reason, maybe he doesn't regret it.
What if? Hey, it's like, hey,
That's the difference
it's worth
between
it.
his kid growing up as a successful human being. Maybe.
That's why. What a great youth
To
day
each
to
his
have.
own.
That's why teachers, a lot of the kids these days are just kind of, from what I've heard, I used to cover the school district in Davis for the Enterprise. Just kids, the teachers don't have any teeth, so to speak, where it comes to. I needed teachers to put me in timeout. I hated it at the time. Oh, I don't get to go out to recess, but a little discipline, having respect for the teacher, having respect for the authority figures. I think it's a good thing. Doesn't mean the teachers need to put a dunce camp on a kid and humiliate them or smack them with a yardstick. Don't need to do that, but a healthy respect for the teachers. I'd say give them a little bit of ability to help parents, hey, help discipline the kid. But then you might get parents like, the hell you think you're doing? Put my kid in the corner or make sure don't go. There's a fine line.
Quick way to get fired nowadays.
Yeah,
right.
You don't want to do that. So but it's at the same time you can't. I think it's not the best to have undisciplined kids that think they can get away with anything.
City Council here to my right.
Oh, look at these guys. Got a dog here. Seen a lot of dogs out today.
Tracy Calvert.
Oh, the Calverts. There we go. Calverts. Hi, Tracy. Yankees fan. They're Yankees fans though. Yeah, it's really, really hard to see, hard to watch.
The whole Calvert clan.
There's the grandmas. Oh my God. Everybody out here. The kids love. Oh, we got this side over here. What's happening? People.
Yeah,
people. They're good shout outs here.
Yeah. This is the sun over here.
The sun. Yeah, these people they picked the
brave.
wrong spot to sit on. But we're coming up. We got
Another block.
coming up on 2nd Street, right by Anytime Fitness.
That went by a lot faster than I thought it was going to.
You want to go to off the cuff? I got some wild off the cuff questions. I mean, and then we can just make fun of people as we keep going. We're still recording. Here we go. All right, off the cuff, Greg Contreras. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
¿Listos?
Ready.
Corn or flour tortillas?
Flour.
Flour? What about corn tortillas on street tacos or whatever?
Yes.
Or because there's a time and place for them.
Small corn tortillas for street
But
tacos.
Sophie's Choice flour tortillas.
Yeah.
Doctor, honestly,
Yeah.
You can like your crunchy peanut butter, your strawberry jam, but as long as a flour tortilla,
Absolutely.
you give me hope.
Yep.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch,
my man. You're doing great. No, todo está bien. Todo está bien. Ranch or blue
you
cheese?
need a tech guy. I think it's about time.
I thought I was the tech guy.
Oh.
I'm not that
Can't do
good.
it all.
Not
You
that
can't do
good
it
of a
all.
tech guy. The stormtrooper's a tech guy. All right. So Justin and Jordan are gemelos. You're twin brothers.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? Which one? Justin or Jordan?
You know, I think if you go back historically and ask my mom, the answer would be neither. Take them back where you got
Neither.
them. But it's both.
It's great.
Both.
It's
They're
both.
different. But they're really one, right? I mean, it's together they make one
They're superhuman.
well-rounded.
Yeah,
human
absolutely.
being. Yeah.
But apart, they're just miserable.
I did not say that.
They
for the
are
record.
leeches
I did
upon
not-
society.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Is Jordan here today with JoJo
Yeah,
and
he's
Rogan?
we're gonna see him right up here.
Hey, Sue! Hello! I got all these people know me. Oh,
I didn't realize you were so famous.
I mean, when you used to write for the Winners Express, your name kind of gets tossed around the social circles.
I've always, being in the Express is a double-edged sword. It's like, you kind of live your life hoping to never be in the Express.
Certainly not in the police
wrong,
report,
right?
not in the police reports or anything like that. But man,
yeah.
there's been some stuff. But I think I'll blog about. This is a tease.
Okay.
Why I left, because there's reasons.
Okay.
But last thing I'm going to do is discourage anybody from reading the Winners Express
Yeah.
or indulging in the content it puts out. I think every small town should have a local paper, and people
Absolutely.
should watch, like read it.
Absolutely.
Be about it, support it, and it's got to be there. And the Winners Express has always been there. The Athlete of the Week has always been like a really special, cool thing. But yeah, shout out to the Winners Express.
Shout out to
tip of the
Winners
cap. Tip of the cap. My goodness.
Got over here to the right.
So Justin and Jordan, that's a neither. That's okay.
Neither or both. You
Neither
take
or
it, take
both.
it how you want.
Already asked you what's the most ridiculous thing that happened in Mexico. Got help at gunpoint. Your favorite flavor of Jarritos.
Favorite what?
Favorite flavor of Jarritos.
I think strawberry.
Oh, it's like 2 years old, but
Brand
good.
new.
Right now with this episode of this podcast.
oh, let's see. I had to send in
dedicated to Mike Sebastian.
Mike Sebastian. He's the guy.
2023 Dodge Rebel with his friend Greg Contreras.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave. Look at this guy.
Cat Podcast, the #1 source for good vibes, is available
There it
on
is.
YouTube,
Oh, look at that.
Apple, and at www.trialanderrand.com.
Yeah, look at me.
Behind
Man, just getting my ass kissed. This is great. Oh, that was an awesome. That guy did a great job at introducing. Oh, people. Oh, Brady, oh my God.
I think this is the #1 podcast in the city, right?
It's got to be. Well, I mean, there's other good ones. There's other. What's happening? What's up, you guys?
Steady Eddie's over there.
Oh yeah. No, there's other podcasts
some more shade over here.
coming to be, but I encourage
Yours
anybody to
is-
start a
yours-
podcast.
Yeah, but yours is,
This one. It's a
You're
tab. I like the
innovator.
pinks and blacks.
Pepe.
Um,
Okay.
man, I keep getting lost here.
Oh, there's my family.
How do you like your steak cooked, sir? How do you like
Rare.
rare, bloody? You want there? I still have like a pulse of blood
Hopefully.
squirting out.
Yeah.
Look at all these people. Awesome Hollands. Oh, let me tell you, we're approaching the spot from last year. Okay, so I was volunteering last year, Greg. Volunteering, and I told a guy you can't park by the barrier. You can't park past the barrier, and the guy just stares at me. This guy called.
mugging?
What's up?
It's mean mugging.
Mean mugging, and he parks it like just staring at me. He's like, "Hey, don't make this a thing." And I'm like, the gall, the audacity of this piece of shit. I'm like, all right, guy, I'm gonna make it a thing.
Carnavello?
I'm gonna make it a thing. So that's just gonna be. It's a thing. What kind of thing is it? Who
thing,
knows? I'll
yeah.
just kind of leave it up to interpretation. But it's a thing, out of disrespect to that guy who has since passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Was it you?
there's. I didn't do it.
As your attorney, don't
I didn't
say
do it. I didn't do it. I appreciate you guys, my attorney.
Deny.
What's up, everybody? No, it was very unfortunate. Like I didn't know. I guess the guy had cancer, but I did an episode. It's the magnets work, Gil. The magnets work. Oh. Hey.
The Fox is over here. Dylan,
Ah.
Kelsey, Mr. Rubio.
He's live.
Let's go.
Right now.
Kid.
I
This
mean,
episode of his podcast was
getting
dedicated
recorded.
to Mike Sebastian. Aaron Gertz is riding in a 2023 Dodge Rebel.
listen to that. Listen to that.
His Pat Podcast, your #1 source for good vibes. is
Absolutely.
available on YouTube, Apple, and at www.trialandaaron.com.
There it is.
Make sure
There
you,
it is.
Follow that podcast.
Follow it. Tap it in.
Thumbs up, whatever it is.
I appreciate, man. These guys are. This is the best PR I could have asked for. I'm very I'm
this is
flattered.
good-
I'm
good
very
showing. I think your viewership's gonna.
man. I hope
increase.
so. I just want to be
I
entertaining
don't want a
enough.
big cut. Just
Abby
just enough.
House! I just want to be entertaining enough for people to like log in, like consistently come back and be like, hey, this is good for a laugh, or something to just, they know it, people like will listen in and just, hey, this is, I had a bad day, maybe this will cheer me up or something like that, you know?
Well, I think
You know,
you're onto it.
Like
You're onto
like
it.
a more diabolical Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
I'm just saying, because I mean, I'll say some wild some bleeps. We'll get some stuff.
bleepity
but-
bleep bleeps.
Bleepity bleep bleeps. So anyways, yeah, the guy told me don't make this a thing. Like, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a thing. Damn it. Okay, here's who's your favorite historical figure?
That's tough. You know, I think as again, my philosophy background, you would kind of.
Ah, let's go.
yeah,
This is the
like-
crowd right here.
Oh, there they are.
You got it. All right, the party trick. Hey, let's go. Sorry, when did that party trick come to be?
So this past couple years. A couple years ago, one of my cousins did it, and I thought it was funny. So
Put
I
it on
started
your
doing
head?
it.
Oh,
She
okay,
put it on
okay,
her
okay.
head, and we'd be dancing. And I thought it was funny, and so I started doing it. And I just realized I had the perfect head for it.
You
Things
do.
will
No,
not
you have
fall.
like the perfect flatness for
There's
it.
just and cups, glasses, wine glasses, and so it just became a thing.
I like that. It is a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
All right, so the one-on-one naked combat. Every off the cuff has a one-on-one naked combat aspect to it. This time around, Joe Rogan versus Dana White.
I'm gonna go Rogan.
Rogan. Hey! Brandon, oh, what's up, Hendy? He's going. Yes, hey guys. Oh, here you go. Hey, one-on-one naked combat. Dana White versus Joe Rogan. Who you got? Big Joe Rogan. It's I guess Joe Rogan is gonna be the guy to win.
I think it's him.
He'll take enough testosterone to kill anybody. All right, and one of the last questions there. Did OJ do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. As a lawyer.
I don't think it's whether or not he did it. It's what else he did.
What else? Oh. What else did he do? He stopped living, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
He's even lying about that. Oh, hey, Twitter world, I'm doing okay. I'm all right. But he's not. He's far from it. But anyways, Gregory, we are at the end of the line here. Sir, how can people get a hold of you and your lawyer, your law services?
Well, I was gonna say just stroll into DeVilbiss about 9 p.m. on a Friday.
Absolutely,
You'll see
I'll find
me,
you.
but,
Find you at the local watering hole.
No, so I work in house. So
Okay.
I work for a power company. I'm their in-house counsel.
Okay.
Basically exclusively. Obviously, friends and family reach
That's-
out on occasion to see if they, if I can help them with something. I'll kind of point them in the right direction.
So, DeVilbiss Room, 9 o'clock on a Friday. If people are seeking any legal counsel, they'll get some tried and true information.
We'll make an introduction and then maybe pass them along to somebody more qualified for their.
Perhaps they could buy you a drink?
No need.
No need? I mean, I feel like it'd
We
be...
try to avoid the attorney-client relationship if you can, because there's a lot of baggage that comes.
Well, if
along
they're
with
not
that.
your client yet, they can just be... you're more of a consult.
Yeah, but sometimes that's all it takes to
Before.
form a legal issue there. So.
A bond. I mean, you could like sign it off on like a cocktail napkin or something like that. And how long did it take you to become a lawyer?
So 4 years of undergrad at St. Mary's,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 years of night school at Lincoln Law School. And there was about a 5-year gap in between those two.
What did you do in those 5 years?
I ran a nightclub in Walnut Creek.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, and how, like, that had to have been just super fun. I
time.
remember you doing that.
Yeah,
You're
it
just
was
a
a good
go-to
time.
guy.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Was it like adrenaline inducing? Was it nerve-wracking? Like, oh, we ran out of this drink or whatever. Like,
Yeah, so all of the above. When you think about it, in that industry, you make all your money between, probably 10:30 and 1:30 a.m.
yeah.
So
You're having
gotta be on
late
point.
nights.
Things are going on.
Hey!
People are coming in and out, and
Yeah.
I used to focus on running the front door, doing the bottle service type stuff, and
Gotcha.
it was a good time.
Awesome. Well, Gregory, I appreciate you coming on the tap, embarrassing yourself with me. I didn't realize it'd be like blaring it out a couple times. I felt very good. I was very happy with the announcements. I think both the MCs right in front of Anytime Fitness and then right in front of the old City Hall building, they did a great job. I think it was a slow go, but I mean, it's a parade. It's going to be slow.
I went faster than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. No, I mean,
It might have been the good company.
Hey, sir. Well, I appreciate you. Hey, I feel like Youth Day had some life to it, a little pizzazz.
Yeah,
a lot of
more
people showing
this
out,
year.
and off to an alumni baseball game.
Yep.
Sir, I appreciate
Gotta
you.
go find a beer garden somewhere.
You'll get it. Go Harvester. You're a beer gardener.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you, Greg.
Wow. You lose! Good day, sir!